Thank you for joining us here on Republic TV. We've brought you the exit polls in the last few hours. We started at 6:30. That's when officially we could put out the numbers. We have 3 exit polls, and these are not exit polls that we have conducted independently. These are exit polls conducted by different agencies and media houses. In Haryana, we have 2 exit polls on Republic TV. The Matriz exit poll, we have the P-Mark exit poll, and in Kashmir, we have a popular news media organization called Gulistan News that has conducted an extensive exit poll with over 1 lakh respondents. So let's first show you the numbers of what these exit polls are projecting in the 2 election-bound states. In Haryana, the Matriz exit poll projecting that the BJP could be out of power after 10 years with anywhere between 18 to 24 seats that is projected for the BJP in Haryana. The Congress party projected to get about 55 to 62 seats in Haryana. INLD projection 3 to 6 seats. JJP, Dushyant Chautala's party 0 to 3 seats, others 2 to 5. That's the Matriz exit poll for Haryana. That's the projection. Let's go across and get you the next exit poll from Haryana. We have the P-Mark seat projection. Overall alliance, P-Mark says BJP plus could get anywhere between 27 to 35, well short of the halfway mark, which is 45 seats. There are 90 seats in Haryana. Halfway mark was 45. BJP falling short as per the projection. Congress party, like in the Matriz exit poll, being projected to get above 50 seats. 51 to 61 is the range that has been given by P-Mark, and others expected to win anywhere between 2 to 5. So in the last election, ladies and gentlemen, the smaller parties played a key role in the BJP forming the government. But this election around, at least going by the projections, seems to be a clear mandate. Let's go across and get you the numbers from Jammu and Kashmir. Very interesting numbers in Jammu and Kashmir. This is the Gulistan News seat projection. This is their exit poll conducted over a period of the last few weeks in every phase, and 1 lakh respondents to it from different parts of Jammu and Kashmir, projecting the BJP to primarily pick up 28 to 30 seats in Jammu alone. Congress projected to get 3 to 6 seats. 28 to 30 seats for the National Conference. The National Conference and the Congress party are in alliance, so they seem to have the edge as of this minute. Between them could win anywhere between 30 to 36 seats, but well short of the halfway mark. This is where the PDP will play an interesting role. Projected to win 5 to 7 seats. The PDP projected to win 5 to 7 seats, and others, that's a big number, 8 to 16, independents, smaller parties, people like Rashid Engineer who could play a key role in Jammu and Kashmir, and whoever forms the government next. That's the large picture, the national picture. Are these exit polls projecting the national sentiment? Can you read it as the national sentiment, given that it's the first election after the general elections of 2024? Let's take a look at the numbers in detail, and then we have the big debate.
The highly anticipated polls in Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana have finally concluded. The fate of over 2,000 candidates now rests in the hands of voters, sealed in the ballot boxes. And here on Republic, we brought to you the most comprehensive pre-poll predictions. Both Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana have 90 seats each in contention, and here are the initial trends. According to Matriz's exit poll, the Congress is taking the lead in Haryana. The projections indicate Congress may secure between 55 to 62 seats, while the BJP lags behind with just 18 to 24 seats. With the magic number set at 46 in the 90-member assembly, Congress appears to be in pole position. Riding on the wave of anti-incumbency, the Congress seeks to reclaim Haryana, while the BJP eyes a historic hat-trick.
कांग्रेस के पक्ष में लहर चल रही है. कांग्रेस हरियाणा में अब की बार हरियाणा में कांग्रेस की सरकार.
हमें पूर्ण विश्वास है कि हमने जो हरियाणा को एक नई गति विकास की देने का काम किया है. 8 अक्टूबर को भारतीय जनता पार्टी तीसरी बार बहुत बड़े मैंडेट के साथ आ रही है.
चुनाव से पहले का माहौल के आधार पर मैं कह रहा हूं कि एग्जिट पोल गलत होगा और भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार बनाएगी.
Meanwhile, in Jammu and Kashmir, the polls suggest an unpredictable outcome with a likely hung assembly. Gulistan News predicts a neck-and-neck battle between the BJP and the National Conference, each poised to secure between 28 to 30 seats. Congress is trailing, projected to win 3 to 6 seats, while the PDP, led by Mehbooba Mufti, could potentially secure 5 to 7 seats. The stage is set and the fates are sealed. The countdown begins for the 8th of October.
Joining us on the debate this Saturday evening on the exit poll are Zafar Islam, national spokesperson of the BJP, Lalit Ambardar, Kashmiri activist, Farooq Renzu Shah, former senior bureaucrat, Ashok Pandit, filmmaker, political analyst. I have Iftikhar Miskar, who's a political analyst, Reena Gupta, national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, Gurmeet Singh, who's a senior journalist, and Nikhil Jain, who's a political analyst. Since we have a majority of our panelists from Jammu and Kashmir today, I'd like to start with Jammu and Kashmir. Very interesting numbers. Zafar Islam, showing that you will be picking up a large chunk of the seats in Jammu, but when it comes to forming the government, it's not going to be easy. Of course, the Congress and National Conference, Omar Abdullah and Congress have an edge. What are your options? Are you open to the PDP, for example? Are you open to talks with the NC, for example?
Well, I don't know at this point in time, not that I can comment whether we will really engage NC or any other political party while forming the government. But what is more important for all of us to understand that the number which has been projected, we are confident that we will exceed the number which has been projected by many of the surveys, and many of the TV channels are showing different numbers. But we, in terms of our own feedback from our Panna Pramukh, from our team, from the ground, in the ground, we are confident that we will sweep Jammu and Kashmir for sure. And definitely we have a few independent who are fighting in the election. They will definitely, if they win, they will support us. Together with some independent candidates in the valley, and some candidates from our own party will definitely win. Rest of win in the valley. Together, all of them, we will be in a position to form the government in Jammu and Kashmir. We will create the history. Then Bharatiya Janata Party will form the government along with the supporters.
Yeah, you're saying you're going to win seats in Kashmir. You're confident of winning seats in Kashmir.
We are going to win at least 2 seats in Kashmir. There are many independent candidates who are like-minded candidates, and they definitely will back us. And we will be in a position to form the government. And this is the first time a BJP chief minister will be there in the Jammu and Kashmir. Will create history. We are very confident of that, creating history this time for sure.
Okay, interesting. Let me get in Farooq Renzu Shah. Farooq Renzu Shah, many experts believe that a PDP BJP government, a PDP National Conference government, is not too far from the reality. It is a possibility, is what many believe. Do you think that's really possible?
I tell you one thing. We are the, twin places, Jammu and Kashmir. They cannot be disintegrated, or they cannot be taken away from each other. We have to, if one party is in majority in Jammu and another party or the group of parties are in majority in Kashmir, that will not work to save the Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir in totality. So therefore, if BJP comes in the majority in Jammu, the legislators from Kashmir should definitely, in the national interest as well as the interest of the togetherness and as well as the interest of communal harmony, they should join and form the government. That's my feeling.
Interesting.
Keeping the practice in view and keeping the past also in view, because it has been always successful. Jammu Pan was the Maharaja Hari Singh, and he was the most successful the head of Jammu and Kashmir state, he would not allow viceroys to treat inside Jammu and Kashmir. That was his power and sway, and people have always liked his rule always.
Yeah. Iftikhar Misgar, is there a possibility, or is everybody, reading too much into reports? There are speculative reports of Omar Abdullah meeting BJP leaders. I mean, people are talking about it. I don't know. Is that true? Is that a possibility?
See, I have really serious doubts about it, because the way during the campaigning of the National Conference and the other aligned partners, they were all against. It was all against. The campaign was all against Bharatiya Janata Party and the decision which was taken on the 5th of August 2019. So there is no question. I believe probably it is going to be a mixture of salt and sugar. And the rumors what we came across very recently, that Omar Abdullah has gone to Delhi, and immediately Omar Abdullah tweeted from his Twitter post that he was in a school function where he has studied in his childhood. So seeing the repercussions of the PDP, what PDP had gone through during this tenure, when they shook the hands with this Bharatiya Janata Party, they got a very bitter reply from the public, which we will see. We have witnessed in the parliament election, and probably we are going to witness at this point of time. So I don't see any question of mixing the BJP and the allies who hold with the idea of India within the framework of Article 370 and 35A, the land rights and the job rights.
Okay. Ashok Pandit, I don't know, I'm purely going by the projections. I mean, it could go completely wrong. It could go one way. It could be a national conference plus Congress forming the government. We don't know, but listening to most of our experts and panelists and different political leaders from Jammu and Kashmir, I get a sense that people are keeping options open, and if they do, then it raises questions about what the hell were they speaking about all along. They said we will never join hands with this party. We can never join hands with that party. But suddenly I sense everyone's keeping their options open tonight. Ashok Pandit.
Good evening, Niranjan. 2-3 points I would like to make. One is that I have no trust in exit polls.
Yes.
Because what we saw in last Lok Sabha elections, I have lost total trust in exit polls.
I agree.
Now coming to the hardcore fact of Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, we have only seen bloodshed, violence, genocide, ethnic cleansing of entire community. We saw that, and we have only seen violence, we have only seen bloodshed, we have only seen stone pelting, we have only seen anarchy, we have only seen negativity in state of Jammu and Kashmir, especially Kashmir. Now, who are the people responsible for this? National Conference, PDP, Congress, Hurriyat Conference, and local political parties. They were responsible for all the negative elements in the state of Jammu and Kashmir from last more than 50 years. The entire community came out. Now, as far as exit polls are concerned, the reality is that in last Lok Sabha election, a person from jail wins the election who is a terror supporter. This is the reality. I want BJP to come to power. There is no doubt about it. Because BJP is successful in bringing Kashmir out of the hell with which the entire state was suffering till now, especially after the abrogation of 370. So I, as a citizen of this country, want BJP to come back. Now, but having said that, the kind of exit polls, the way things have been projected now, the day BJP forms a coalition, as said, with any local political party, whether it's National Congress or PDP, I'll be betrayed. Because you are joining with those people, very people which once you have done, with those people who have killed me, who have raped me, who are into business of terrorism from last so many years. They have looted this country. They've sent their children abroad for studies, but have given stones in the hands of the local children. They've abused local Kashmiri Muslims, local Kashmiri population. They have got them into terrorism. They have minted money. And today, if a nationalistic party like BJP joins hands with any of these terror supporter parties, I, as a citizen of this country, will feel betrayed. And I'll be totally numb and silent. I am praying to God that BJP comes to power in the state of Jammu and Kashmir on its own, so that I'll have a sigh of relief. I don't want compromises, because we have compromised since last more than 50 years in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. You know, we are in tears. We are still crying. We have no homes left for Kashmiri Pandits. But in the interest of the country, I'm not trying to be selfish, but in the interest of the country, it's important for the nationalistic party to rule Jammu and Kashmir.
Maradar, you know, remember having many debates 5 years back, 10 years back about Pandits, bringing Pandits back, Pandit colonies, etc., right? Do you see somewhere over the years a dilution in the stand on the issue of Kashmiri Pandits, and perhaps in a way also is that reflecting in these trends? I wouldn't call them projections, and I agree with you, exit polls can go completely wrong like it did. But is there a sense of anger on the ground as well among the, especially in Jammu, in the Pandit community? Lalit.
Oh, and then you have to recall on what issues these elections have been fought. I think when you're talking about Jammu, and I think it's good we're talking explicitly about the polarization between Jammu and Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. And I tell you, Dogras are the true nationalists of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. They have suffered so much only because they're nationalists and they have never uttered a word. They have been discriminated against in terms of development, in terms of treatment. Well, even now, when you are talking about Jammu and Kashmir, you only have it's only Kashmir centric. Jammu Dogras are never considered. Whereas these are the people, Dogras are the people who made the state of Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh. And Mr. Shah was talking about the King Maharaja Hari Singh. He was one of the most secular kings of princes of the British India era. And these very Kashmir-centric political parties, they demonize the very king. Every 13th of July, they would demonize, they would dehumanize Dogras in the name of so-called Martyrs' Day, because it was against the king. They made a villain out of king who signed the instrument of accession with India. So I think what is emerging now is totally nationalist voices of Jammu are getting consolidated irrespective across the parties. And I'm sure BJP is doing very well in Jammu because they are nationalists. They are expected to go to Jammu. And in Kashmir, what is the issue that all the parties have fought on election? A return of Article 3. Say everybody, BJP may be looking forward to certain partners. And those partners as well have been talking about return of Article 370. They have been openly and publicly trying to incite people in the name of the Shinacht. Shinacht is the identity politics of Kashmir. And also what has been unfolding in the past 1 week since that jihadist Nasrullah Hassan has been eliminated by Israel. Can you imagine? The daughter of one of the so-called mainstream Islamist parties of Kashmir, she says the plight of Muslims in Kashmir is same as the plight of Muslims in Gaza. And can you imagine, we are discussing here the probability of a nationalist party, God forbid, get into an arrangement with that party.
Somebody was talking about a common minimum program. Somebody was saying that if you drop a common minimum program, these kind of alliances happen.
I tell you one thing, if you remember, when they had an alliance with PDP, right? On your channel, all those years, we were after BJP till Narendra Modi himself had to call it Mahamilawat. I only hope and pray. You know what? I'm a big fan of Narendra Modi. At the same time, as an Indian, I'm his critic also. What he did on 5th August 2019 was momentous. It was historical. He showed the Sanatani political will and got rid of that obnoxious piece of Article 370. And if he's being ill or wise on Kashmir. It's my responsibility. As I say, I repeat, I said it in the first edition, I always say it. I don't look at Kashmir as a Kashmiri. I look at Kashmir as an Indian. If we do not contain, I repeat, Kashmir Jihad is live and kicking. Even in your last report, where you gave a breaking news that some explosives have been found in Jammu. Kashmir Jihad is live and kicking. And if you do not contain Kashmir Jihad in Kashmir, you're going to have dozens of Kashmir emerging rest of India. And that's why it's very important. This election, what is it throwing up? I only hope and pray in the cacophony of, I repeat, I've been repeating all these months, in the cacophony of Jamhuriyat, Insaniyat and Kashmiriyat. Have we walked into a trap? What kind of people were this election going to throw up in Kashmir? I'm no doubt about it. In fact, there is a serendipity in this election. Amit Shah's reorganization of Jammu Kashmir will reach somewhere very close to logical conclusion. I see a possibility of Jammu becoming an independent state on its own. And then also I see a possibility of a unitary of in Kashmir.
On a lighter note, for the credibility of exit polls, I hope that some of these exit polls reflect the true picture of what comes out on the 8th. For the sake of credibility of exit polls, otherwise people will never believe exit polls again. And for the credibility of political parties, I hope that they actually get a majority and form government of their own, because if they don't, that's when the true colors will come out, and that is what is going to be interesting. Yes, Nikhil Jain, you were smiling. Why are you smiling? You think BJP has already opened the hotline with some of these smaller parties?
No. Rajat, first of all, I completely agree with you that the authenticity of these exit polls are strongly in question. Just to give you another example of a poll which is widely revered as the most accurate of all, C Voter is predicting about 40 to 46 seats for the Congress NC alliance. So according to them, it's a clear government that the two parties are going to form in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Other than that, there were a bunch of points made on the debate that I want to respond to right now.
You can pick a poll that suits you today.
You know, somebody earlier said that stone pelting has stopped and the BJP is a nationalist party and we need to stop stone pelting and this and that. Who has been ruling the state of Union Territory or the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir for the past 6 years? It's been the BJP directly under the central government. And did the stone pelting not happen in these years? Did the stone pelting not happen in the years when PDP and BJP were in alliance?
No.
Today you're calling PDP a terrorist party. When the BJP allied with the same PDP, were they not a terrorist party? If indeed they're a terrorist party, then why are their leaders not charged with terror provisions and put behind bars? And now you want to rever the great king of Jammu and Kashmir, the erstwhile Maharaja Hari Singh, while completely forgetting that it was Maharaja Hari Singh who signed the instrument of accession that said that we are not going to accept any future changes in the Indian constitution, because of the insistence of which led to the Article 370 being inserted in the Indian constitution. Maharaja Hari Singh died in 1961, well after Article 370 came into being. And the same Maharaja Hari Singh's son, Maharaja Karan Singh, was briefly in the National Conference, Omar Abdullah's party, and for the longest of time has been a devout member of the Indian National Congress. Today you want to rever the Maharaja, but you want to sully the legacy of Article 370 that the Maharaja brought. You want to sully the legacy of his son, the title of Prince, who is still in the Indian National Congress. So what are you even talking about? And Mr. Ashok Pandit talked about, how Kashmiri Pandits have faced the persecution in the valley. Absolutely true. But what has the BJP government done about it? Where was Mr. Ashok Pandit raising his voice when the Kashmiri Pandits were sitting on protest, when they were being attacked just a year ago in the valley and other parts of the Union Territory? Where were you, sir? When people who were brought in on the pretext of being given government jobs, they were being targeted by militants and shot down. They were having to run away from their houses. Where were you then? So let's not, pretend that everything is a false, is a problem or folly or making of the Congress, NC, PDP. You are far more at fault for the kind of absolute rabid, polarizing agenda that the BJP and BJP sympathizers have been running. And lastly, when we earlier talked about Jammu and Kashmir, we used to talk about three things: Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. Today, we are not even talking about Ladakh. How the people of Ladakh are all out in the desert land, how Sonam Wangchuk was arrested on the borders of Delhi for no apparent reason, and why the people of Ladakh are protesting for their rights, and the protests are falling on deaf ears, much the same way like the farmer protests were falling on deaf ears, the wrestler protests were falling on deaf ears, the consequence of which...
short intervention. When was the last time you went to Kashmir?
Please, listen.
No, sir, one second. I just want to ask him, just for my understanding, I'm trying to make a point. When was the last time you went to Kashmir?
No, Niranjan, how does it matter when?
No, I'll tell you why it matters. I'll tell you why it matters.
What
Okay,
matters?
my follow-up question. Okay, you don't want to say when you last went to Kashmir, fine, that's okay. My follow-up question. Please name a separatist. Please name a separatist who is free today.
The charge that is being made on the debate is Mehbooba Mufti and Umar Abdullah are separatists. They are terrorists.
No, my third
they
point.
Are free. If I
my third
want to
point.
agree their charge.
My third point. 1 second. I'll tell you one thing. See, I'm a journalist and I've spent a large, a chunk of my journalistic career in a newsroom. Okay, 15 to 20 years in a newsroom across different organizations, and I can tell you the situation 7 to 8 years back, right? For almost 10, 12 years, it used to be normal. Every Friday, after Friday prayers, there was stone pelting, there was violence, the army would be attacked, right? These were normal scenes in Kashmir, okay? I can tell you, I have been to Kashmir recently, this year, and I have seen a wave of change. Now, there is a personal anecdote. Now, I'm not saying that things are great in Kashmir. Yes, there are terror attacks that still happen. There is a lot to be done, right? But things have changed. You can't discount the fact that things have changed, okay? But you can't. I mean, you made a few statements. I think Lalit Ambardar wanted to come in. I just want to make that short point. Lalit, quickly, because I want to move to Haryana as well, because I have a panelist who hasn't, spoken yet. I want to get his view on Haryana, the numbers. Yeah.
It's very important. I'm so sorry, Congress these days is behaving as is mimicking.
Ashok, I'm coming to you next. Ashok, I'm coming to you next.
Congress, Indian National
you
Congress.
have to give me also time.
Iftikhar, I'm coming to you next. Iftikhar, I'm coming to you next. Hold on.
Exactly like pre-partition Jinnah's Muslim League. Let me tell you one thing. Maharaja Hari Singh signed the same instrument of accession, comma, full stop, and grammar of the rest of the 550 princes that signed. There was no difference. So don't.
No, that is wrong. Factually incorrect, factually absolutely incorrect. The instruments of accession were different for different princely states, especially for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Absolutely incorrect.
Accession. You're wrong. This is what Kashmiri Islamists have been feeding this opium to Kashmiri Muslim families.
Sir, this is what your WhatsApp University has been feeding you, that the instruments of accession were the same.
We're diverting.
They were not the same.
Diverting from the subject. Nikhil, diverting from the subject. Ashok, we're moving. We're discussing numbers today. Sir, we're not discussing history. 1 minute. Yes. Ashok.
Number two, listen. Number two, Kashmiri Hindus are not a flock of sheep. That they will suffer genocide, exodus under Congress, NC alliance, and BJP is going to put them a truck and back to Kashmir. No, we are demanding a full-fledged tribunal. First, the state should acknowledge what Kashmiri Hindus have suffered in the genocide. Is Congress party ready to accept that? That what Kashmiri Hindus suffered was genocide, and put up a tribunal and investigate Abdullah, who
BJP's Governor Jagmohan was ruling.
1 minute, Nikhil, hold on. Iftikhar is making a point. I need to move to Haryana as well. 1 minute. Nikhil, hold on. Iftikhar is making a point responding, and Ashok hasn't come in. Quickly, Iftikhar, I'll go to Ashok next. Iftikhar.
Yeah, very quickly, I just want to make you aware of the fact that these two people are not representing Kashmiri Pandits. See the data and go to the next day voting. You will find the Kashmiri Pandits will have voted for Congress, not for BJP. They are BJP stooges and are stooges. They have the survival. They are fighting for their survival.
We don't need your certificate.
Kashmiri Pandits are suffering because of BJP.
We don't need your certificate.
Kashmiri Pandits are here, not a Kashmiri Pandit.
And you have been a terrorist supporter. I don't need your certificate. I don't need your certificate. I am a Kashmiri Pandit and I am an Indian. I don't need your certificate. Just think about that. Don't question my integrity. Don't question my integrity.
No, 1 minute.
Don't question my identity.
Ashok.
I am a Kashmiri Pandit.
Ashok. Ashok, 1 minute. Just calm down. 1 minute. Ashok, 1 second. See, 1 minute. While acknowledging, Ashok, 1 second. Ashok, 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Let me get. I have two speakers who haven't opened their. I have two speakers who haven't said a word in this debate. 1 minute. I have. Bear with me. Iftikhar, 1 minute. Iftikhar, I please bear with me. I have two speakers who haven't spoken a word on this debate. Let me bring them in. Ashok, I promise you I'll come back to Kashmir. Give me 10 minutes to discuss Haryana. I will come back to Kashmir. 1 minute. Let me discuss Haryana. I'll come back. Hold on. Give me a second. Reena Gupta, are you there? Reena Gupta and Gurmeet Singh haven't said a word. Reena, are you there? Can you hear me? Reena, I'm checking. Okay, I've just dropped. I've lost the line with her. Yeah. I'm going to Gurmeet. Gurmeet, looking at the numbers, and I'll get the BJP, Zafar Islam as well to respond to the numbers. But Haryana numbers, are you surprised? Or was this on expected lines?
देखिए, पहली बात तो मैं ये क्लियर कर दूं कि जो ज्यादा सरप्राइज है आज हरियाणा में वो पोलिंग परसेंटेज को लेके। आमतौर पर जब एंटी इनकम्बेंसी होती है तो पोलिंग परसेंटेज बढ़ता है। हरियाणा में मैं आपको बताऊं, वैसे तो अपडेट होंगे अभी फिगर्स, क्योंकि अभी इलेक्शन कमीशन उसे अपडेट करेगा, लेकिन जब से हरियाणा बना है यानी 1967 से उसके बाद से अगर मैं अभी तक के फिगर को सच मानूं तो ये सेकंड लोएस्ट पोल टर्नआउट है, क्योंकि अभी 61 पॉइंट जो बता रहे हैं, हमेशा ये हरियाणा में इनफैक्ट 2014 में तो 76% गया था। तो कांग्रेस के लिए ये बात थोड़ी सी चिंता की हो सकती है, लेकिन जो प्रेडिक्शन है वो उन्हीं लाइंस पे है जो यहाँ पर फील की जा रही थी। राहुल गांधी आप जानते हैं, यहाँ पर उन्होंने आके पहले ही जलेबी खा ली है। एक माथुराम नाम की यहाँ पर बहुत फेमस में दुकान है जलेबी की, उन्होंने तो फैक्ट्री बनाने की बात कर दी। तो जो लाइन है वो प्रेडिक्टेड है, क्योंकि एंटी इनकम्बेंसी थी और लोकसभा चुनाव में भी बीजेपी को सेटबैक लगा था। और बीजेपी ने जब चीफ मिनिस्टर का फेस चेंज किया था उस समय ही ये बात क्लियर हो गई थी कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को, बीजेपी को ये मालूम है कि एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है। तो इसलिए हरियाणा में कोई सरप्राइज नहीं है। जहां तक एग्जिट पोल को गलत करने वाली बात है, और बार बार आज शाम से बीजेपी के कुछ लोग छत्तीसगढ़ का उदाहरण दे रहे हैं, उसमें बस मैं केवल ये कहना चाहूंगा कि छत्तीसगढ़ में जो एग्जिट पोल गलत हुआ, नो डाउट, लेकिन वहां पर कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट थी पावर में और वो बाहर गई। यहाँ पर छत्तीसगढ़ की तुलना में अगर आप हरियाणा की बात करेंगे तो यहाँ पर बीजेपी पिछले 10 साल से पावर में है और उससे 10 साल पहले कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट पावर में थी। तो इन ऑल लाइवलीहुड ये लग रहा है कि हुड्डा साहब का जो वनवास था, जो भूपेंद्र सिंह हुड्डा जो पहले मुख्यमंत्री थे और आगे भी शायद उनके बनने की संभावना है, जिस तरह से फ्री हैंड उनको दिया गया था, और बीजेपी को अब थोड़ा कूलिंग ऑफ पीरियड में जाना होगा।
अभी on a lighter note, I'll get Reena Gupta and Zafar Islam. On a lighter note, there is, हम बोलते good EVM, bad EVM होता है। जब कांग्रेस wins elections, it's a good EVM. When Congress loses elections, it's a bad EVM. So, in the case of Haryana, it's a good exit poll for the Congress party. But in Jammu and Kashmir, the same Congress party is saying exit polls, get it wrong all the time. So it's interesting. I mean, whatever suits their narrative, that's okay. But Reena Gupta, Aam Aadmi Party, going by the exit poll numbers in Haryana, doesn't seem to be getting off the mark.
देखिए, कोई भी एग्जिट पोल्स आप देख लीजिए, जब से आम आदमी पार्टी बनी है, हम एग्जिट पोल्स में कभी हमारे रिजल्ट्स अच्छे नहीं आते हैं, बट एक्चुअल डे पे आप देखिए हमारा प्रदर्शन हरियाणा में बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है। पिछले 10 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जो कुशासन चल रहा था, हर समय किसानों को गालियां देना, नौजवानों का इशू हो, जवानों का इशू हो, हर एक वर्ग भारतीय जनता पार्टी से परेशान था। वहीं दूसरी ओर आप देखिए हरियाणा से लगे हुआ पंजाब है और दिल्ली है, और पंजाब और दिल्ली में बढ़िया सरकार चल रही है। उसी सरकार का बढ़िया काम देख के हरियाणा में आम आदमी पार्टी का बढ़िया प्रदर्शन होने वाला है। और इतना मैं आपको अश्योर कर सकती हूँ कि आम आदमी पार्टी के सहयोग के बिना हरियाणा में सरकार नहीं बनेगी। और आज सुबह आपने देखा कि खट्टर साहब ने एक फोटो डाला था अपना वोट डालते हुए, उसके पीछे एक टूटा फूटा स्कूल नजर आ रहा था। तो 10 साल में ये हरियाणा में स्कूल तक नहीं सही कर पाए। हरियाणा में जितनी ज्यादा करप्ट सरकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने चलाई है, एंड में जाके उन्होंने कोशिश करी कि खट्टर साहब को हटा के एक और मुख्यमंत्री लाएं एंटी इनकम्बेंसी को नेगेट करने के लिए। पर जिस दिन रिजल्ट निकलेगा आपको क्लियरली दिखाई देगा आम आदमी पार्टी ने बढ़िया चुनाव लड़ा है, बढ़िया कैंडिडेट उतारे हैं, बढ़िया हमने गारंटी दी है। और जिसकी भी सरकार बनेगी आम आदमी पार्टी का पूरा कोशिश ये रहेगी कि जो हमने गारंटी पूरा करवाने की कोशिश।
I heard an interesting statement from her, Zafar Islam. Reena Gupta said no government can be formed in Haryana without the help of the Aam Aadmi Party. Okay, if I heard her correctly. And Nikhil Jain at that point started laughing. Nikhil Jain, why are you laughing? And Zafar Islam is also there. My point is, what was she saying? One, was she saying that Aam Aadmi Party won't just get off the mark, but will win a huge chunk of the seats? And she was also suggesting that even if the BJP were to win seats, they can't form the government without the help of the Aam Aadmi Party. So, are you then suggesting that the BJP, I mean, Aam Aadmi Party can work with the BJP as well? I mean, that's obviously that's not going to happen. But that's what she's trying to hit.
I think what she's saying is that she knows it's a Congress government that's forming in Haryana, and the Aam Aadmi Party, like a good member of the India Alliance, is going to support the government against the anti-people policies of the BJP. Okay. I think that is what she's saying.
Okay, Zafar.
I think she's daydreaming. They will not.
Yeah, but you know, Zafar, what are you? I mean, I heard some BJP leaders saying that these polls are wrong, that these polls are manipulated. I mean, that's okay. They're free to say that. I mean, I won't blame them because some polls have gone wrong. Because we showed that you were getting 400. Many showed that you were getting 400. We showed 300 plus. But even by the worst estimate, none of the polls saying that you will even get 30 seats in Haryana. That's not good. And looking at the decisions that your party has taken, the optics, and there have been a series of embarrassments, it seems to have been a plot gone completely wrong in Haryana for your party.
Well, I won't make any comments on the survey agency which has done the survey because I need to respect all the surveyors and the agencies who has done the survey, irrespective of which television channel they have done it. But we can have our own feedback from our own people, and we can form opinion based on or expect number of seats based on the feedback we have from our own people. So away from these survey and the exit poll numbers, we are confident of our victory definitely in the state of Haryana. We will definitely make a hat-trick this time for sure. The confidence we draw from the fact that we get feedback from Aparna Pamuk, which is actually the ground level Karyakartas, and their feedback is very, very encouraging, that they feel that we will definitely get at least 52 seats. And if we get 52 seats, definitely we'll make 50, we will create history, we will make a hat-trick. And as far as AAP is concerned, and no harm in daydreaming. Reena ji definitely can daydream, but they will not open their account for sure. They are not a player in Haryana at all. They wanted to become a player, but nobody. There is absolutely no.
Are you sure? I mean, the only heartening news.
The last sentence, okay. And of course, they will be completely wiped out in Delhi, Punjab. They can never form the government in Punjab. So the AAP story is absolutely over because the purpose they went there for which they had come to power.
No, they are in power in Punjab. What are you saying? They can't come to power in Punjab. They are in power in Punjab.
No, I'm saying that they have won this time, but they will never be able to repeat their performance in Punjab. No, they will not be able to repeat their performance in Delhi because people have understood that their true intent, they just have lust of power. They want to be in power, but definitely do not want to do anything for the people. Okay. All the statement which were made by the people of the leaders of AAP actually have been initially was very receptive to the people of Delhi and Punjab, but actually they have not delivered anything what they had promised. So people have understood they just wanted to be in power, so they will definitely not support going forward. And that's why I said that they are not downward trend. They will definitely lose and will be wiped out in Delhi. Haryana, they will not be able to.
No. I want to ask Reena.
And Punjab.
Punjab. 1 minute. Yeah. No, Reena, you know, Aam Aadmi Party has been campaigning in Haryana. Kejriwal has been campaigning heavily in Haryana. At best, you may have cut the Congress party's vote, right? Which may help BJP to some extent, but I'm not sure even that is enough for them.
देखिए अभी जफर भाई बोल रहे थे कि दिल्ली में पंजाब में वाइप आउट हो जाएगी आम आदमी पार्टी, मुंगेरी लाल के हसीन सपने, ये मैं उनको बोलना चाहूँगी कि आप देखिएगा आपकी 2-4 सीट दिल्ली में पिछली बार आ गई थी, इस बार वो भी नहीं आएंगी। दिल्ली से भारतीय जनता पार्टी का वजूद खत्म होने वाला है और पंजाब में तो आपका वैसे ही कोई वजूद नहीं है। जिस तरह के आपने कारनामे करे हैं पिछले कुछ सालों में, अब हर स्टेट जहां आप जाएंगे आप वहां पे लूज करने वाले हैं। आप महाराष्ट्र के चुनाव डिले क्यों कर रहे हैं? महाराष्ट्र के चुनाव ना क्यों नहीं अनाउंस कर रहे? क्योंकि आपको पता है कि महाराष्ट्र में भी आपको मुंह खानी पड़ेगी। तो जफर भाई थोड़ा वो कहते हैं ना, स्मेल द कॉफी, थोड़ा देखिए कि कितनी आपके खिलाफ पूरे देश में किस तरह का माहौल चल रहा है। जिन सब लोगों को आप बोलते थे मोस्ट करप्ट, चाहे वो अजीत पवार हो, चाहे हेमंत विश्व शर्मा हो, वो सारे के सारे आपकी पार्टी में ज्वाइन कर लिए। इस समय आरएसएस और भारतीय जनता पार्टी में पूरी रिफ्ट चल रही है। आरएसएस तैयार नहीं है भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सपोर्ट करने।
And where are you getting this information from?
चाहती है कि मोदी जी,
ये आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन कहाँ से आ रही है?
75 इयर्स पे
ये इन्फॉर्मेशन कहाँ से आ रही है?
ये हमको टॉप आरएसएस के सोर्सेज से आ रही है।
टॉप आरएसएस सोर्सेज
से आ रही है। पूछिए जफर भाई को पता है ये सब पता है जफर भाई को।
ये अपने पार्टी के बारे में
हरियाणा में सपोर्ट किया, आरएसएस ने यूपी में सपोर्ट किया।
No, but I'll tell you.
बहुत ज्यादा नाराज है।
I want to make a point. I want to make one small point. Actually, I don't know who our top RSS sources are, but I was at one such news conference that was called by the RSS bosses, not the number one, but there were few, the number two, number three, etc. It was off record completely, but one question was asked to them about the 2024 mandate and the verdict that came out. And of course, they wouldn't speak much, but they did say that if there are mistakes that were made, then lessons have to be learnt in a typical RSS way. So they do believe that mistakes were made. Lalit, do you want to come in on Haryana? Because I want to stick to Haryana for 2 more minutes. Kashmir.
I take a strong objection to the attempt by this. I think it's a Congress Islamist from Kashmir who is trying to socio religious profiling of us here. Nobody is here representing any community here. We are all representing. I'm an activist. I've been here on the field. But he's saying that.
Okay,
I take a strong objection to that.
Who made a comment? Are you talking about Iftikhar? Iftikhar made a comment. Iftikhar, did you make a comment on Kashmiri Pandits, both Lalit Ambardar and Ashok Pandit? They're taking objection to it in the middle of.
They don't represent Kashmiri Pandits. That is what I said, and I am firm on that. They don't represent Kashmiri Pandits. I adopt Kashmiri Pandits. They are representing.
We don't need your certificate. We don't need your certificate. We don't need a Mr. Iftikhar Ali. We don't need
you will not get it. You will not get it from
Pakistani and a terror supporter. We don't need. We don't need a certificate.
Okay, okay, 1 minute. Can we, because it's getting a little personal. Can we move on from this point? I'll tell you, Iftikhar, Ashok Lalit. Okay, you've raised your objection. You've raised your objection. Okay, I'll take that. Iftikhar, okay, quickly, 10 seconds. I need to move on. I need to focus on the numbers. Iftikhar.
Kashmiri Pandits have not voted Bharatiya Janata Party is what I mean to say.
Okay, fine. Ashok, quickly, I need to move on, Ashok.
BJP has failed to give.
I want to respond to Nikhil.
Yeah, okay.
I want to respond to Nikhil.
Quickly, Nikhil. Okay, quickly. I need to move. I want to go back to the numbers, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Nikhil, never ever in your life question the integrity of a Kashmiri Pandits towards their cause. If you want to know about me, go to Kashmir and find out from Kashmiri Pandits in Kashmir who am I and where was I during all this period. Never pass a sweeping statement about.
Okay, 1 minute. Ashok, can I ask you a question? Nikhil, 1 minute. 1 minute. Can you please take a step back?
Are you going to say that
please don't speak over each other. Don't speak over each other. Iftikhar. 1 minute, put the audio down, please. 1 minute. Please. Nobody can hear you, Nikhil. 1 minute. Nikhil, no, 1 minute. Nobody can hear you. Please don't speak over each other. My request. Nobody can hear you. Ashokji, 1 minute. Nobody can hear you. I decided to put the fader down because it's not done. Please don't speak over each other. 4 people speaking at the same time. It's not done. Today is not the day for that, right? Today is not the day for that. I want to focus on the numbers. I know you're angry. He said something. You've made your point. He's got your point. Please don't make personal comments on anybody here. Please. Nobody needs certificate on the show. Okay? Let's come back to the subject. Renzu Shah, Renzu Shah. 1 minute. Lalitji, 1 minute. Lalitji, got your point. I'll take your objection. Lalitji, 1 minute, please. My question is to Renzu Shah. Renzu Shah, I wanted to ask you a question on this common minimum program, right? Because I'm only purely going with the numbers. On my screen, the numbers show the Congress and NC may be ahead, but they may not have enough to form the government. The numbers show BJP having about 30 seats. They need 15, 16 more. We don't know, it could be much more, much less. But what is this common minimum program? Is it really possible for parties like BJP to come together with parties like National Conference and PDP? Again, given all that's happened, Article 370 and all the fights in the last 7-8 years, you think it is possible?
At present, actually, yesterday, the Umar Abdullah has given a statement that it will be my political suicide if I will join the BJP. Means because they have gone to the rhetoric to this extent that immediately it will not be possible for them to retreat back. But at the same time, there are possibilities of both. And without Jammu, only Kashmir-oriented parties cannot make the J&K government, because it will give a very, very wrong signal to the Jammu population. And only Jammu population cannot make the government without involving the representative of the Kashmir population.
Yes.
So therefore, they are bound to come together. If, for example, NC, Congress and PDP comes together, so then neither there will be the NC CM nor there will be a PDP CM. The Congress will take the, I'm the neutral among both of you. So there won't be a common amendment program between them. Common amendment program is who will be the CM and who will head the state. So only the first party, which will be in the largest number, whether it is from the Jammu or it is from the Kashmir, will be invited, because this is the alliance which has been broken by themselves, Congress and NC. They have fought together and they are fighting together also against each other. So when Governor will invite, LG will invite, he will not invite the alliance, he will invite the largest party to form the government. Whosoever will be the largest party, whether NC will be the largest party, they will have the opportunity to form the government. If BJP will be the largest party among them, apart from any other alliance.
Yeah.
So they will be, so it is up to them what they will convey to the legislators of Kashmir, that how they will just retain the legacy of this Maharaja Hari Singh type of administration. There was one panelist, he was having a lot of knowledge about the Hari Singh, but I will ask him the question that it was the Maharaja Hari Singh who gave to in the covenant, in the accord, 222,278 square kilometers in the accord to the Indian Dominion. But it was the later on the policy under two prime ministers, Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and Prime Minister of India, are responsible of jettisoning or losing or seceding the major portion Gilgit, Baltistan and POK. And for that matter, I give the credit to that Maharaja.
Nobody ceded the land, sir. It was an illegal occupation. We maintain that it's an illegal occupation.
You have quite less knowledge and you have more knowledge.
No. I think you count and tell me, was not Gilgit ours? Tell me what not Baltistan ours? Tell me what not POK ours? Tell me yes or no. What knowledge you are specifically? Tell me the date when Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah was made the chief emergency officer. Tell me the date. Tell me the date. What are you telling? Count your territory. Our territory is a very sacred for us. Count the territory.
Meanwhile,
and the person who has saved my territory is the real man for me.
What were the BJP and the RSS doing? What were the BJP and the RSS doing?
That's my point. Don't tell me not knowing, not knowing. Tell me the fact, give me answer, give me reply.
Historically, Niranjan, is true. A winning Indian army was told.
You are a pure man guided by
Whosoever saves my territory, I salute him.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
are a poor man.
Let me ask. Okay. I'm running out of time. Let me ask the BJP. Okay, Zafar. In a situation, if these numbers are the numbers that you have to go by, and assuming that you may get these numbers, let's assume for a second that you may get these numbers or something close to this, will you be open to talking to the PDP or National Conference to form a government? Is that a possibility, or are you saying no? Are you shutting the doors on that possibility?
First of all, that situation will not arise because there are many independents who will win in the valley. And there are many independents who are like-minded, and they will definitely be supporting BJP in our pursuit to form the government in Jammu and Kashmir. Having said that, any alliance or having a dialogue with any political party to form an alliance or a stitch an alliance is something is the prerogative of our leadership, and they only will have the to assess the situation and take a call whether to align with any other political party or not. But as of now, definitely that is not on the card, because we are definitely going to form the government, definitely with the support of some independent members who are likely to become members. And they will definitely be supporting Bharatiya Janata Party because they are like-minded people. They are being supported. We are also backing them for sure, so that they can win comfortably. And
I'm giving Iftikhar 10 seconds. I need to end. Iftikhar, yes, 10 seconds. Iftikhar, 10 seconds.
And they will exactly. See, we will go to the number system. That is important debate we must concentrate on. See, we have I don't believe in this whole numbers what you have given us. We have to wait up till 8. But there are again possibilities that the grand alliance may happen: Congress, People's Democratic Party, and National Conference. You cannot overrule PDP. You cannot overrule National Conference understanding. They three can sit on a table and form the government. There is no question of coming BJP into the government. That is what I wanted to tell.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us, Zafar, Lalit, Farooq, Renzu Shah, Ashok Pandit, Iftikhar, Reena, Gurmeet Ji, and Nikhil. Yeah, I'm running out of time. We'll see on the 8th of October if these numbers come true, and we hope that some part of it is true, at least for the sake of credibility of exit polls. Thank you for joining us on the numbers today. Thank you very much. And that's it on this edition of the news. Results, the real results, that is, will be on the 8th of October. That's Tuesday. Join us live at 7 a.m. We will be live from 6, but Arnab will be joining us live from 7 a.m. 8th of October on Result Day Live. Thanks for watching.